Hi everyone, this is Zihao Liu and I'm going to share with you guys on scarcity. In this presentation, I will explain the background of scarcity, the types, problems, and how scarcity affects the business and the economy. Firstly, what is scarcity? Scarcity is defined as a situation where there is a limited supply of products and services, and this limitation causes the scarce product or service more attractive. This can be explained the traditional point of view, where the scarcity is the event when the supply is less than demand, or demand is higher than supply. This phenomenon causes the product or service price to appreciate. The problem that caused by scarcity is when the limited resources is when the limited number of products and the services can only be produced as the resources is limited, while at the same time, the human wants is limitless. Therefore, the supply is unable to satisfy the current customer's demand. And this is a graph that shows the collision point between demand and the supply. Based on the graph, the scarcity happens when the product price is below 50, where demand is higher than supply. This creates the shortage of supply and product is considered as scarce products. As a result, if this happens, the price will increase. One famous study has been conducted back in 1975 by Stephen Walker and his colleagues to understand the scarcity and the nature of subject demand. Two jars filled with the same cookies and one jar filled with 2 pieces of cookies, while another one filled with 10 cookies. The subjects are more attracted with 2 pieces cookies jar than the 10 pieces, even though both are identical. From this research, it shows that the scarcity causes the FOMO incidence, fear of missing out, and this creates the efficiency on the market and beneficial to the market. Those are some examples of scarcity. Firstly is exported goods from the ban imported materials. This causes shortage of materials for the production, and this will cause scarcity. Secondly, when the pharmaceutical company refuses to manufacture the less profitable drugs, and this causes the drugs become scarce drug in the market. Thirdly, short of corn harvesting due to the bad weather. This resulted short of food and ethanol. Last one is lack of high-level workers because of the low-level education level among the workers' supply. Scarcity can be grouped into 3 types. The first one is that demand-induced scarcity. This happens when the demand of products and services is more than the supply that the market may provide. Secondly, supply-induced scarcity. This happens when the unpredictable situation happens which affect the supply of the resources reduced to the cope with normal market demand. Thirdly, structural scarcity. It happens when there is a inequality in resources distribution in the society. Scarcity can happen caused by 2 situations. The first situation is that limited resources. The scarcity can happen because of the limited resources. The resources include raw materials and manpower. Because of the limited resources, humans need to manage the resources so that the resources are not wasted and effectively used for production. To overcome this issue, business can practice trade-off. Trade-off is when the business have to sacrifice one aspect in the production, such as quantity or quality. The second situation is limitless demand. Humans have the limitless demand. Humans never feel enough to what they have, and always want something else. So the current supply may be insufficient to meet their demand. So this causes the current supply is scarce to meet the demand. Scarcity is important. It may contribute to the business world. Scarcity will affect the competition in business, especially companies that involved in price-based markets. The scarcity in resources will cause the material price to increase, and this affects the price of the product. Apart from that, the limited resources will affect the production goal of business, where every business have their own production target. If the resources to produce a product is insufficient, the business will not be able to produce enough product to meet the market need. Indeed, scarcity causes the product price to increase, but it will cause the product to become attractive too. Business may take this advantage to boost their limited product sales by using a few tactics. Firstly, purchase countdown. Purchase countdown only happens when the customer knows when to buy and make the decision to buy the product. At that point of time, they will act in urgency. eBay usually uses this tactic where they inject the last-minute rush in the customers that make they feel need to do purchase before the time is up. The second is sale price countdown. Countdown can be used to show that the sales period is limited. Sales price countdown will create urgency and push the customers to do the purchase before the time's up. It creates a scarcity in terms of time. The third one is next day shipping. Online shopping platform usually use this method by informing the customer that are running out of time and need to perform the transaction now and then in order to get the next day shipment. For the customers who want to get their orders early, they will definitely grab this opportunity. Amazon is one of the companies that always implement this. They create a countdown feature where if the customer did not do the purchase within the countdown time, they will not confirm that they will get the next day shipping. Fourthly is the seasonal offers. Seasonal offer created scarcity and sales because of particular season and holiday like Christmas and Easter. For example, when Starbucks offered the pumping kind of drinks during the offer, the drink will cost $7.81, which is a bit higher compared to the normal price of $6.67. Why it is special? That is because the customer also buys seasonal offer and the value from the special drink. The last one is limited stock notice. Because scarcity causes items to seem very popular and attractive, unless others announce that their product is limited stocks. If the customer sees that the product is limited and almost out of stock, they will immediately buy the product. Companies like Zappos use the tactic to stimulate sales and encourage the buyers to make purchase. The scarcity concept may contribute to the business in many ways. Scarcity is important to the study of economics. It explains the basic aspect of demand and the supply mismatch. The scarcity of goods urged the economists to study on how the resources should be managed effectively with the consideration of opportunity cost and risk reduction. Scarcity helps the business to maintain the profitable. In facing the scarcity in a business, the producers need to make a adjustment to ensure that they are able to produce the products and also maintain the profitable. The company may switch to the substitute products or other alternative ways so that they can meet the market demand. Scarcity helps business to meet the customer demands. High demand for certain products often results in their scarcity over time. Producers that produce the high demands products may want to sell the products with limited numbers available or increase the production to meet the demand. Scarcity helps to traverse the employment job available and the workforce may be scarce. It is depending on the job scope and the qualification on the by the personal job market, job opening, and so on. Job seekers may choose to target a certain position where qualified personnel is scarce. Conversely, the job seeker may also find the job in other countries if the employment or his or her qualification is not available in their place. Finally, market economics agree on the scarcity is the condition where human demands are forever greater than available supply of time, goods, and resources. It may sound like a negative connection. But scarcity is one of the most important parts in business and economy. It has the power to influence the business resources, usages, production of goods, and even employment. Proper understanding about scarcity will help the managers manage their business effectively and efficiently. Business may take the opportunity to understand and utilize this for the business benefit. So that's it. This is my presentation.